Hey guys, it's Daniel, licensed therapist. Adolf Hitler, not the guy you want to be praising. But we all know that. So what are you doing, Kanye? Hitler? Really? Kanye has been in the news so much these days, and this interview really pushes that narrative that he is unstable and having some kind of mental breakdown. Honestly, I haven't been paying attention too much to what's been going on with him, but I saw the news about this Hitler situation and I had to look into it. And to be fair, I would not officially diagnose him or anyone for that matter without sitting in front of him and doing my own assessment. But let's take a look at the clip and see if we can't get a few clues as to what's going on.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Okay, Kanye. So I see what you're saying. I have no idea if Hitler invented highways and the microphone. But I do feel like if that were true, that juicy information would have found its way to me somehow. Like, hey, this guy killed 6 million Jews, but crazy, man, he invented the freaking microphone. So I could be wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and say that he did not do those things. But like what I was saying, he does have a point. He's basically saying no person is pure evil, right? Like Hitler had to have some kind of redeeming positive thing about him. I mean, maybe he was really nice to his gardener. You know, he would chat him up about how to grow juicier lemons. I think it's possible. You know, maybe Osama bin Laden was really good at Twister or something. And we would have to give him credit for being so limber at 6'5". Okay, good on him, but still a bad dude. So I guess what he is saying is, let's not paint people with a black and white brush. But why Hitler, Kanye? Why did you have to say it? I think we can agree that nobody is pure evil, but if you praise someone like Hitler on a large media outlet, you must know how people are going to take that. Right? Right, Kanye? Kanye, are you playing 4D chess with us right now? I mean, what's going on? Well, I recently came across another clip that clears all this up. Roll it.
Jesus says, love everyone. God says, love everyone. For me, I believe that in no way, I am not bipolar. I'm not in some kind of episode, but I may be slightly autistic, like Rain Man. And that's part of my superpower. That's the reason why I can produce tracks and design and do so many things. But what I can't do, there's two things that I can't do. I can't accept hate, and I can't hate. Have you ever known an autistic person that hates?
No.
That's the reason I love. So if someone says, love this, love this, love this person, don't love this person, I don't know how to do that.
Aha! There we go. Autism. Hey guys, it was autism all along. Now, I'm not going to go and say that he has autism. I feel like it's been popular to diagnose yourself with autism lately. It's like how people diagnose themselves with ADHD or OCD. But if Kanye is talking about traits of autism, well, this fits perfectly. Let's take a look at a couple criteria of autism. There's a lot of them, but a couple really stand out to me that really explains what's going on. I'll leave them in the description below. The first one is the insistence on sameness, inflexible adherence to routines, or ritualized patterns of verbal or nonverbal behavior, extreme distress at small changes, difficulties with transitions, and rigid thinking patterns. So, what can possibly explain what's happening with Kanye? It's rigid thinking, right? You have to love all people. There is some good in people. Therefore, the worst people you can possibly think of are worth loving. And some have something good about them. And like I said earlier, I don't think he's wrong here. But I would say that most of us have the sense to know that we need to back off that thought when it comes to Hitler. But that brings us to the other criteria. Deficits in developing, maintaining, and understanding relationships, ranging, for example, from difficulties adjusting behavior to suit various different social contexts, all the way to absence of interest in peers. So, difficulties in adjusting to various social contexts and just not understanding social relationships. So, if Kanye really does have autism, then he lacks the understanding of what he says and how it's going to affect others and how others are going to view him. Hey, what's the problem? I'm just saying something that I believe is true. Well, anyone could have told you not to defend or praise Hitler and the Nazis, but it's not his fault if he has autism. He cannot adjust to the social context here. Look, if he were with his buddy and he said this stuff, then maybe it would fly. And maybe it did fly when he talked about this stuff with his close friends in a very small setting. But there is no way this is going to fly out there on the internet. So there it is, guys. That was easy. Case solved. And if you have anything you want me to react to, please leave it in the comments down there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.